You will never discover how high you can fly if you refuse to leave the ground. Comfort zones are traps. They look safe, they feel warm, but they keep you small. They whisper in your ears, telling you it's better to stay where you are. That risk is dangerous. That failure will hurt. And maybe it will. But nothing destroys dreams faster than comfort. Nothing. Think about it. Every person you admire, every success story you celebrate, every legend you know, they didn't become who they are by staying comfortable. They stepped into the unknowns, into the uncertainty, into the fire. They were scared, but they moved anyway. That's the difference between the dreamers and the doers. One keeps imagining, the other starts building. The truth is, fear will always be there. You can't erase it, but you can decide to step through it. Fear means you're close to growth. Fear means you're standing right at the edge of something greater. But if you back up, if you retreat, if you run back into what feels easy, you'll never know what was waiting on the other side. See, comfort zones don't just hold you back. They kill your hunger. They silence your ambitions. They make you accept less than what you're capable of. And if you stay there long enough, you'll convince yourself that mediocrity is all you deserve. Don't fall for that lie. You were built for more. When you take risks, yes, you will stumble. Yes, you will fall. But falling isn't failure. Failure is refusing to try. Falling is proof that you moved. It's proof that you had the courage to step forward when others froze. And every time you rise again, you get stronger, sharper, tougher. That's how greatness is born. Not in safety, but in struggle. So step out. Leave the comfort. Risk the embarrassment. Risk the rejection. Risk the pain. Because the dream you carry, the life you want, the purpose inside you, it's not in the comfort zone. It's on the other side of risk. And only the bold will ever reach it. You know what's dangerous? Not the risk, not the leaps, not the unknown. What's dangerous is staying right where you are. What's dangerous is telling yourself, I'm fine right here. That's the lie comfort whispers into your ears. And too many people believe it. They think because it feels safe, it must be right. But comfort has stolen more dreams than failure ever could. Every dreamer starts with fire in their hearts, with visions of what could be, with energy that makes their soul restless. But then comfort comes along like a soft bed in the middle of a hard journey. It looks good, it feels good, and it tells you to rest just a little longer. And before you know it, you've traded your dream for a blanket of excuses. You've given up the mountain for a couch. Let me tell you something. Comfort zones don't announce themselves. They don't come with a sign that says, warning, your dream dies here. They're sneaky. They disguise themselves as logic. They disguise themselves as being practical. They disguise themselves as, I'll do it tomorrow. And you think you're making smart choices, but really, you're burying your potential alive. Think about the times you wanted something, but fear stopped you. Maybe you wanted to start that business. Maybe you wanted to speak in front of a crowd. Maybe you wanted to ask for that opportunity, that promotion, that chance. But then you told yourself, what if I fail? What if I look stupid? What if people laugh at me? And so you stayed quiet, you stayed small, you stayed safe. That's the comfort zone at work. It doesn't shout at you. It whispers and you obey. But let me give you the truth. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. It's the cage that keeps lions acting like house cats. It's the ceiling that convinces eagles to stop flying. And the longer you live in it, the harder it becomes to leave. Look at your own life. Think about the moments that shaped you, the ones that changed you. Were they easy? Were they comfortable? Or were they the moments when you were stretched, when you were challenged, when you were scared, but you moved anyway? Growth never comes from easy. Diamonds are made under pressure. Muscles are built by resistance. And greatness is born in discomfort. You've got to step out and risk it. Risk the embarrassment. Risk the rejection. Risk the failures. Because every risk you take is a seed planted. And those seeds, even if they don't grow immediately, will break the ground one day. Every no you hear, every door that closes, every stumble you face, it's not the end. It's preparation. It's building you for what's coming. And don't think risk is about being reckless. No. Risk is about courage. Risk is about stepping into the unknown when your knees are shaking, but your heart says, go. Risk is about trusting that you have something inside you bigger than the obstacle in front of you. Do you know what happens when you step out of your comfort zones? You shock yourself. You find out that the limits you thought were real were only illusions. You find out that you're capable of more, that you're stronger than you imagined, that you can endure more than you ever believed. And the more you step out, the more fearless you become. But here's the tragedy. Most people will never experience that. They will live and die in the same small circle, never daring, never leaping, never trying. They will settle for jobs they hate, relationships that don't fulfill them, dreams that rot in the back of their minds. And when it's all said and done, they won't regret the failures. They'll regret never stepping out at all. Do you want that to be you? Do you want to reach the end of your life wondering what could have been if only you had taken the chance? If only you had believed enough to try? If only you had walked away from the comfort zone that was killing you slowly? No, you've got to break out now. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. Because the longer you wait, the more chains comfort wraps around you. The longer you wait, the more your dream fades into a maybe and eventually into a never. I remember stories of people who risked it all with nothing in their pockets. People who were told they weren't good enough. People who failed over and over again, but they refused to go back to comfort. And because they kept stepping forward, doors eventually opened. Success eventually came. Not because they were lucky, but because they chose risk over rest, purpose over safety. That's the formula. Step out, risk it, and keep moving. When you step into discomfort, you also inspire others. You show them what's possible. You light a fire that says, if I can do it, so can you. Your courage becomes contagious. And sometimes that's exactly why you must risk it. Not just for yourself, but for the people watching you, the people who need your example, the people who need permission to dream bigger. Don't you understand? Your comfort zone is not just killing your dream, it might be killing someone else's hope. Because if you stay small, you rob the world of what you were meant to give. You were not born to life safe. You were born to live significant. Safe will keep you alive, but significance will keep you remembered. And significance is only found outside the comfort zones. So if your dream scares you, good. That means you're on the right path. If your vision makes your heart race, good. That means it's worth it. If your next step feels uncomfortable, good. That means you're growing. Risk it. Step out. Move. Because comfort zones kill dreams, and you've only got one life to live. At the end of the day, you can choose comforts, or you can choose growth, but you cannot choose both. Comfort will keep you safe, but it will also keep you small. Risk will scare you, but it will also set you free. So don't let fear be the author of your story. Step out, take the leap, and trust that your wings will grow on the way down. Because comfort zones kill dreams, but courage creates legacies.